call the meeting to order this Monday, July 15th for the Board of Works and Safety. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the regular meeting of July 1st.
Move to approve the minutes, Mr. President, of the regular meeting of July 1st.
Second that motion.
No further discussion. I call for the vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is awarding of bids for the demolition of 816 Pine Street.
Mr. President, ChemCheck Inc. is the lowest, most responsive bidder in the amount of $10,780 and would recommend awarding said project to this entity. ChemCheck did provide their certificate of insurance and has also provided the city with a signed copy of the contract. So assuming that there's a motion made to approve, I believe we're ready to go with the project.
Okay. Any further discussion? Not, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to award the bid for the demolition of 816 Pine Street to ChemCheck, being the lowest and most responsive bid at $10,780.
Support.
Further discussion, I call for the vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a request for solicitation of bids, approval of bid packet by SEH of Indiana for the 2019 Michigan City paving project. Do you have anything further to add?
I don't believe Mr. Peller does either. I believe we both reviewed the proposed bid packet. We just asked for approval.
Okay. Any further discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve the request for solicitation of bids for SEH, requesting bids to solicit the 2019 city paving project.
I'll second that motion.
No further discussion. I call for the vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is another request for solicitation of bids, approval of the bid package by SEH of Indiana, requesting to solicit bids for the 2019 citywide pavement markings project. Any discussion?
Good morning. My name is Jay. I'm with SEH, Indiana. For an update, I previously passed out the schedule. It lays out today's approval to bid, the two bid advertisement dates, the pre-bid meeting, and the tentative bid opening date.
Okay.
Tomorrow, this is for Dawn, it's for you, we will be delivering a hard copy of the plans and specifications, and we'll also give it to you on CD. So that's where we're at. If you have any questions,
No.
Okay.
Any further discussion? No, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the request for solicitation of bids by SEH for the 2019 citywide pavement markings project.
Support.
No further discussion. I call for the vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is another request for solicitation of bids. This time by Haas and Association is requesting to solicit bids for the 2019 pavement crack sealing project.
Good morning, Sam Jose from Hassan Associates. The project will repair Ohio Street pavement surface from 11th to Error Road by crack sealing. So we are requesting to solicit bids for the project, which will advertise to bidders on the 17th and again on the 24th. We conduct the pre-bid meeting on May 29th. Then the bid opening will be on August 8th.
Any further discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve the request for solicitation of bids by Haas and Associates for the 2019 pavement crack sealing project.
I'll second that motion.
For discussion, I call for the vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item we have on the agenda is a change order for Haas and Associates is requesting the approval for the 2019 citywide pavement repair project, change order number 1, which is a reduction of the contract cost as bid by Reed Riley.
Spike Keller, Michigan City Engineer. This change order is to bring in line the money that we have available for this project with the cost that will be spent.
Okay. Any discussion? If not, entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve change order number 1, reduction of contract costs, Reed Riley, for a total cost of $99,980.
Support.
No further discussion. I call for the vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is another change order requesting approval for the citywide sidewalk repair project, change order number 1, reduction of contract by Walsh and Kelly to $274,686, or a reduction of $100,975.
Spike Keller, Michigan City Engineer. This is the same sort of a process. We have $275,000 appropriated for this project, and this will bring the project in line with the money that we have.
Okay. Any further discussion? No, entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve the change order by Haas and Associates for the 2019 city sidewalk repair project to a total revised cost of $274,686.
Second that motion.
No further discussion. I call for the vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Board.
Next item on the agenda is a request for alley closure by Pastor Javon Blakely from High Praise Ministries Church, 301 East 9th Street, requesting to close the alley on Spring Street between 9th and 10th Streets for a church picnic and giveaway on Sunday, July 21st from 12 to 6 p.m. Yes, sir.
Good morning. We are having a community event, church picnic, in the grass parking lot right behind our church, and they're going to be bringing things out of the church across the alley into the lot we own right behind. And we were asking for to block off that alley just right behind the church, so they'll have access to bring food out, supplies out, and don't have to worry about any cars flying down the alley, endangering anybody.
Captain?
Yes, good morning, Captain Jeff Lineski, Traffic Division. We have no objections to this request, and we would recommend approval.
Okay.
Mr. President, we just need the certificate of insurance.
We turned that in Friday. The first one we sent was the wrong one, and then the insurance company sent the actual right form. Okay, I have it in my phone, so. Okay, thank you.
Any further discussion? Not, entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve the request for alley closure for High Praise Ministries Church, 301 East 9th Street, to close the alley on Spring Street between 9th and 10th for a church picnic and giveaway on Sunday, July 21st from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Support.
No further discussion. I call for the vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a request by Harry Maureen Stevens Marina, 1264 West US Highway 20, regarding the pedestrian safety concerns with the crosswalk located on Lakeshore Drive across from Michigan City Armory entry. Have anything more to add to that?
Good morning. Our concern,
State your name.
my
for the
name is
record.
Maureen Stevens
Okay.
Marine.
Okay,
We also are slip holders at the Armory. We have a boat there for several years. We've watched over the years people unable to cross safely at that crosswalk because, one, when you come around from the bridge, it's from that direction, it's not real obvious that there's a crosswalk there. The lines are not painted and the signs just aren't obvious. So you literally have to almost step out into traffic to get cars to stop. So over the 4th of July weekend, there was probably a dozen of us standing there, and the cars just don't stop. So we just thought that it needed to be brought to someone's attention because it's an ongoing concern.
is that part of our project?
That was our question. We were wondering that too.
Well, I have asked Bob Zonder to, actually last year, to try and repaint these and put up bigger signs for the crosswalk, and he's working on it. If he can't get it done, then we'll try and add that to our pavement marking project.
One way or another, we'll get it done.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I recommend doing it.
Okay, thank you.
I guess my question too would be on the signage. Is that part of that also, as far as I noticed, like on the stop signs that have the flashing lights? Is there something like that? That is it going to be?
The signage won't be a part of the, but that's definitely something that Bob Zonder can do.
Okay, we'll refer it to the street department and
Okay.
have a report back at our next meeting.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay? I'll entertain a motion to that effect.
Make a motion to refer the pedestrian safety request by Harry and Maureen Stevens to the street department for the review and recommendation.
I'll second that motion.
If there's no further discussion, I call for the vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a request for a horizontal drilling permit by Olivia Carlin of ESPO Engineering. Horizontal drilling permit to directional board to install new underground CATV cable underneath Wabash Street at 601 Wabash Street. Everything is in order?
I believe it is. We have all the various letters from the departments. I believe that sanitary had some of their standard language about the district requiring a separation of at least 10 feet between the underground utilities. So I would make approval subject to the requirements that are contained in the district's letter.
Okay. Any further discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve the request for horizontal drilling permit from ESPO Engineering to directional bore to install new underground CAT TV cable under the Wabash Avenue project located at 601 Wabash Street, subject to them complying with the requisites of the district's letter.
Can she pull that mic closer? I can't even hear her back here.
Just making a motion to approve.
Support.
If there's no further discussion, I call for the vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a request for street closure at Byard, Woodruff and Sons, requesting street closure on Carwick Road at the intersection of Springland Ave to Warnke Road at Carwick Nature Park for corrective action for the Michigan City Sanitary District from July 29th through August 2nd of 2019 between the hours of 7 and 5 p.m.
Yeah, Ed Byers, Woodruff and Sons. We need to close the road to do the directional drilling for the force main for that project. And like you said, it'll be open after 5 p.m.
Okay. Any further discussion?
Make a motion to approve the request for street closure by Woodruff and Sons. They are requesting closure on Carwick Road, intersection of Springland to Warnke, for corrective action for the Michigan City Sanitary District from July 29th through the August 2nd between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m.
I'll second that motion.
No further discussion. I call for the vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a request for residential parking by Dennis Gooch at 707 Michigan Boulevard. It's requesting parking for 703 and 707 Michigan Boulevard.
Spike Collar, Michigan City Engineer. I reviewed this request, and 703, I believe it's 703, has access to the alley behind the residence, so they could access the property that way. 707 does not have any access to an alley, but to put in parking on Michigan Boulevard would be like $10,000 to $20,000, and I recommend denial of this request.
Okay. Any further discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to deny the request for resident parking on Michigan Boulevard at 707 and 703 Michigan Boulevard.
Support.
No further discussion. I call for the vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item is a request for contract approval by Abigail Kuchta, event coordinator, requesting approval of the following for the Michigan City Patriotic Parade that was held on June 29th. Michigan City High School Marching Band in the amount of $500. Dean McCool of Caledonia Kilty Pipe Band in the amount of $600. Is there a problem with doing it after the fact?
No, there isn't. It can be. My guess is that she just couldn't get it to the agenda on time.
Okay. Any further discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve the contracts between the City of Michigan City and Michigan City High School Marching Band in the amount of $500 and with Dean McCool of Caledonia Kilty Pipe Band in the amount of $600.
I'll second the motion.
No further discussion. I call for the vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
And I vote no. But the motion carries. Next item on the agenda is approval of the claims and payroll.
I'll make a motion to approve the claims and payroll as presented.
Support.
No further discussion. I call for the vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is unfinished business. We had a request from Chris Pate from the United Way County Employee Payroll Deductions for the city, and this is being worked on yet. And next item was Sean Fitzpatrick requested streetlights on Paz Road for pedestrian safety.
Spike Collar, Michigan City Engineer. We're still working on it. One of the updates is we know which poles we want to put streetlights on. We know which poles belong to the county, which poles belong to the city. We're not going to be putting any pole or any lights on county poles. There's be no memorandum of understanding or anything like that. But we will be putting lights on the city poles. I'm working with NIPSCO right now to find out what the cost is so I can bring that to the board and say, okay, these are the poles we want to put lights on, and this is the cost. And as soon as I get that, and hopefully by next board meeting, we'll be able to approve this.
Okay? All right, Sean? We're working on it. So we'll just carry it over to the next meeting. Next item on the agenda is the McDonald's alleyway on Michigan Boulevard. Sir, keep it going? Okay. That's September, that's October. We have nothing else under unfinished business, correct? Next we have a request under public comments by Justin Stevens, Vet Rigging and Contracting of Cincinnati, Ohio, requesting the closure of Carwick Road where the South Shore Bridge is, that they're going to redo that bridge and it will be closed for 90 days starting July 17th.
Thank you. We are a subcontractor for CSX Railroad. They are replacing the superstructure of that bridge that goes over top of Carwick Road. We will initially be doing some site clearing where we clear out all the trees right next to the road, which will begin hopefully this week. Once we get the site cleared, we'll build a crane pad. They are going to have a 300-ton crane sitting right on the edge of the road as close to the bridge as possible. And then part of the project, they have to reach over top of the road and drive piling. So they'll have their masts sticking up in the air holding I-beams and driving piling. So it prevents a danger if there's some kind of collapse or where it could, God forbid, if there's a car underneath or somebody walking, it could be a catastrophe. So we are proposing to close it for 90 days out of safety of our workers and the safety of the public.
Will this straighten out that?
No, sir.
No.
CSX
It's going to be replaced in the same position.
Yeah, CSX stated to me that they approached either the city or the county and proposed, that they could take out the abutments and if, whoever the municipality was could straighten out the road. And they said that they didn't entertain that thought. So the curve in the road will still remain the same.
Okay.
Mike Nolan, Michigan City Engineer. Yes, they did bring that to our attention, and the cost was millions of dollars to change that, and it just wasn't, in our opinion,
It was
worth it.
cost prohibitive.
Yes.
Okay. You've heard the request. Any further discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the request for full road closure of Carwick Road at the Railroad Bridge to replace the superstructure of the bridge. The dates are beginning date 7/17, end date 10/13/19.
Support.
No further discussion. I call for the vote. All those in favor, aye. Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Anybody else from the public wish to speak at this time?
I'm Tommy Kolovic, 1316 Ohio Street. I would like to read Section 46-37-12 of the Michigan City Municipal Code. The following acts, among others, are declared to be loud, disturbing, or excessive noise in violation of this article, but this enumeration should not be deemed to be exclusive. Domestic power equipment. Operating or permitting the operation of any equipment or device used for home or building repairs or ground maintenance between the hours of 8 p.m. and 7 a.m. the following morning in such a manner to cause a noise disturbance. That means if I'm going to go out in the 7 a.m. hour and mow my lawn, there is nothing the Michigan City Police Department or anybody else is going to do to stop me. That's my public comment. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Dennis Matheny, 6757 West 450 North, Michigan City. First of all, I'd like to thank the young lady for moving that mic a little closer. I sat right by a speaker and I couldn't hear you, ma'am. Thank you. I got a couple questions here. Why isn't the city engineer doing these solicitation for bids rather than hiring an outside firm to do it? That's just one question. The other thing about this crosswalk by the Michigan City Armory, if I heard him correctly, I heard him say a year ago they brought it up. How come it can't get painted within a year? That doesn't make sense. Maybe not change the signs, but at least for public safety, get the stripes painted.
Wasn't brought before this board.
Not for a year. So the people working there don't think about public safety. Not your fault, but the people that are working out in the street. Just another question. And the last one, I think, how do you pass something that was back in June 29th to give them money now. That should have been done back then, in my opinion. And I'm standing up here asking these questions because I do pay city taxes. I do own property here.
Okay.
Other than that, thank you very much for your time, and I appreciate you hearing my comments.
You're welcome.
Can anybody answer any of them questions, please?
I think some of,
Spike Keller, Michigan City Engineer, regarding the solicitation of bids, the process. My department is me, myself, and I. And I contract with local consultants to prepare bids and specifications. And I mean, I suppose we could put on these requests for solicitation Spike Peller, Michigan City Engineer, instead of, you know, Glenn Peterson, SEH. But the particular consultants have a much better idea of what's going on, and if there's questions that this board has, that's the right person to ask.
okay, thank you. Anybody else from the public wish to speak at this time? Any board comments? If not, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
No further discussion, I call for a vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.